Hi everyone and welcome, it's Lauren here from Acting Classes in Perth, and this is The Daily Show, the show where I'm here to answer all your acting related questions at 7 p.m. every single day here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and now Twitter simultaneously, plus an audio only version now available on iTunes. You can check that out by searching the iTunes podcast directory for Acting Classes in Perth. Now, before we roll today's intro, I would love to invite you to join me at one of my free 3-hour acting classes for beginners. We have classes for all ages and all experience levels, so don't think that you've missed the boat. Be sure to head on over to actingclassesinperth.com/free or follow the link in the description of this video to see when and where my next free class for beginners is being held. They are so much fun and super relaxed, and you are going to have a whole lot of laughs, regardless of whether you are coming because you want to pursue acting, or maybe you want to come because you are hoping to improve your confidence or your public speaking skills or improve your relationships. It doesn't matter. The skills that you are going to learn from acting, and more specifically character development, are going to help you in so many areas of your life. So we very much look forward to seeing you there for what is a very relaxed and non-judgmental space. We like to ensure that you learn in a fun, creative environment. But right now, I want to jump into today's episode, so let's roll the intro. Before we get into today's question, if you are watching us right now, please give us a huge thumbs up. I would love to know that you're out there, and leave a comment or simply ask a question. You know what? If you don't know what to say, just say hello. I would love to know that you are with us right now. Plus, stay tuned, because towards the end of this episode, I have another student shout out for a student out there who has achieved so much since starting with me here at Acting Classes in Perth. But first of all, here's today's question.
I just want to ask, what is your definition of acting?
John, thank you so much for sending in this question. It's a real easy one to answer, because I think at the very, very core of acting, it's really only one thing, and that is communication. Your job as an actor is to communicate to the audience. Your job is to communicate the story, the characters, the turning point, your character's overall story arc within the overall story of the film. That's your job and the filmmaker's job. But it's your job to communicate everything to the audience. And we have to remember there are only two forms of communication: verbal and non-verbal. And remember, John, that the vast majority of acting is not verbal. It's not the dialogue. It's the non-verbal. It's everything else, right? It's the reaction. It's the energy. It's the look. It's the communication with the body. And why is the vast majority of your acting non-verbal? Well, the vast majority of your communication as a human being and as an animal is non-verbal. And that's why your characters are going to embody that. Thank you so much, John, for sending in today's question. Right now, we jump into a student shout out. Today's student shout out goes to someone who really stood out to me in a recent level 3 workshop. Sharon McKenzie, you did the workshop, and I remember in the very first day you said that you wanted to play a bit of a darker, harder shelled character, and yet you wanted the audience to like them. And I thought that this was going to be a huge challenge for us to try to get to. But what amazed me on day 2, when we sat you down in front of the camera again to look at the scene through the lens, you actually managed to do that. You managed to so easily, well, at least that's how it felt for us in the audience. It felt like it was so incredibly easy for you to bring this hardness yet vulnerability to your character. And it was an absolutely beautiful thing to watch and to watch you grow and develop in that space. You did much better than I thought you were going to. And that's not a put down. That's not me saying I didn't think you were going to do well. I knew you were going to do well, but you did so much better. Sharon, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you, and I'm very excited to continue that going. Hopefully, I'll see you again soon in the casting and audition boot camp. But at the very, very first kind of single point, number one thing right now, I want you to go out and start auditioning if you haven't already. Sharon, congratulations in landing today's Student Shoutout. If you liked today's question, show your support by clicking the share button and help out your fellow actor right now. And if you're watching us on Facebook or Twitter, be sure to like and follow our page. And if you're watching us on YouTube, simply click subscribe and then be sure to hit the notifications bell next to it. And finally, if you are listening to us on iTunes, simply click subscribe plus. Don't forget to join me at my next free 3-hour acting class for beginners, where we have so much fun, so many laughs, and it is so creative, and it is a fun space for you to explore acting and learn how acting can enhance and benefit your everyday life. You can find out where my next class is being held by visiting actingclassesinperth.com/free, or check out the link in the description of this video. I very much look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I am very much awaiting you again tomorrow at 7 p.m. for another awesome question answered by me. But until then, stay safe and, like always, happy acting.